Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing Genshin Impact. We are currently still doing the Perilous Trail. So, shall we continue? Last time we did a puzzly dungeon, which I really enjoyed. And now we're supposed to go back and meet up with the ones left behind? I see.
Shinobu, Ito, we're back!
How's Ito doing?
He must be exhausted, because he still hasn't woken up yet. But he's not in any serious danger, so don't worry. What about you guys? You found something, didn't you? It's written on your faces. But whatever it is, it's bad news, isn't it?
We found the fantastic compass. The previous owner left a message inside, and from the looks of it, there really is no way out of this space after all. It seems like the previous owner was stuck here forever too.
Shoot!
This isn't over yet. Listen to me. Just now, I tried channeling my power into the fantastic compass, and it responded.
But all that did was activate the records from when the seal was created.
Right, but the issue wasn't with the compass. It was with the method. Remember what the book says? When mortal and adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. Only when a mortal and an adeptus combine their powers can the fantastic compass be fully activated. I'm a mix of human and adeptus, so the fact that the fantastic compass responded to me shows that the system is still functional. Lucky for us, we also happen to have a full adeptus and a human with training in the magic arts.
Interesting. So that's what was going through your head.
Xiao and Yolan need to cooperate?
So, an Adeptus and a human need to channel their power at the same time?
Yes, if my guess is correct, then when both of you put your full power into the fantastic compass, we should be able to completely reactivate it. Maybe even reverse it. Last time, it was used to seal the intersection between this place and the chasm. If we can reverse it,
Then we're home free.
awesome! So there's still hope? You bet.
Your idea seems reasonable.
Okay, well let's all take a quick break. We'll give this thing a try once we're ready.
After everyone has had a rest.
Oh boy, Paimon's so nervous.
Don't be afraid. This is gonna work.
Yelan, Xiao, how are we looking?
I'm all set.
I'm ready.
Oh, but Yanfei, there's one thing you might need to mentally prepare yourself for. I'm afraid you probably won't be able to take the fantastic compass out of here. From what I can tell, everything within this domain is the result of disordered space-time and memories. We all came here for different purposes, and everything that's happened here has been in response to our own imaginations and conjecture. Terrifying, but also a miracle. This space, well, it's more than just a space. Whether there's some kind of higher power at work here, I don't know, but the whole time, it's been reading our minds and responding to us in the form of illusions. Also, according to the history of the chasm, this place must have existed for a very long time. What could have created it?
I remember a giant snake just outside this space. Oh dear God.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was there too.
Wait a second. It was you that shot that arrow?
Shocking.
Who else did you think it was?
When the crystal attacked the giant snake, does that have anything to do with why the ground split open?
That snake is probably a remnant of Conrion's civilization, and crystals are highly effective against it. Maybe there was some sort of opposing reaction between those two forces? If so, I'm extremely sorry, everyone. It looks like I might be the one responsible for all of this.
No. You're just trying to help us and solve the problem. You're definitely not to blame for what happened.
If you say so. You could almost liken this bizarre space to a living being that throws all kinds of hallucinations at us to deceive us. Everyone we've seen here, and all the paths we've walked, it all ceased to exist 500 years ago. Additionally, most of the things here are static. So if we really do manage to escape, then once time starts moving normally again, the fantastic compass will likely disappear.
That's actually what I think too. That's precisely why it's such a miracle that we even found the fantastic compass to begin with.
This whole thing feels like we're breaking free from our shackles using a spear that by rights should not exist.
This is a long shot, but it may be our last chance. So, whose wish was it that summoned this device?
Perhaps it was all of us?
Perhaps it was. But maybe there's another reason. Your incredibly strong commitment to your search. It's a shame that we couldn't find your family. But if they were here, I'm sure they'd want nothing more than to see you being rescued from this place.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it does intrigue me, the way we all ended up here together. If this is fate, then let's grab it in our hands and turn it around.
Leave the boss to Ushi and me. We're ready.
Traveler, take care of Paimon. Yanfei, you might need to come closer to me when the time comes.
Sure.
Alright. Oh boy.
Stars align, bestow your light. Evil purged by thunder's might. Spirit curbed, pneuma surge. By dictum divine, heed these words. Do as I command!
Aha! The fantastic compass is an amplifier. Maintain this energy level, and we may stand a chance.
I will maintain the energy flow.
Understood.
Everyone, stand back.
I shall hold the line by sealing the surface.
As Yakshas, we must fight for this world. General Alatus, falling in!
Watch out!
This trip may be dangerous, yet you insist on going.
I have guarded this place for several hundred years. Only to seek the nameless Yaksha, do I request your approval.
You can't keep this up. Your strength won't last.
Well, it looks like we're out. Finally out of the danger zone. Everyone
That was
rests and
close.
starts.
I thought you were gonna get left behind. I'm so glad you're okay. That was terrifying.
That was really cool.
I know what you were thinking, but... Never mind. I know I can't talk you out of a mindset that's been built up over a lifetime. I don't think we were ever going to reach an agreement over the final strategy. But in the end, it was thanks to you that we managed to escape. So, thank you for saving us all.
No. I could not have done this on my strength alone.
So thanks to you too, Yelan.
Don't mention it.
Feet getting cold. I can't sit properly, not for a second. My feet start getting cold. Yep. This is the only way.
It looks like everyone got out unscathed, but you all look pretty exhausted. Rest up. There's no hurry to move on from here. As for me, I'm gonna check the area for any unusual activity.
She's gone. Paimon didn't even get to say thank you.
Maybe Yelan really doesn't believe she made a contribution. It seems like she's convinced Xiao saved us all, including her, and she doesn't know what to say to that. And since it's not easy to persuade Xiao of anything, maybe Yelan's just given up trying to talk to him.
Xiao, she's criticizing you.
I am not.
You speak only the truth. I have no quarrel with that. I will keep your words in mind.
Seems like you got through to him.
Really? Well, that's great. I count that as quite an achievement.
Ooh, a cutie.
It was
Where
a
are we?
perilous situation we were faced with underground, and it took every single one of us for any of us to make it out alive. I feel lucky that we didn't lose anyone along the way.
Hey, so Bullchecker still hasn't woken up yet. Surely he's not gonna stay asleep forever, is he?
I doubt it.
Let's go check on him.
Bull checker.
I slept like a rock. Good times. Huh? What you doing? What's going on? Why are you looking at me like that?
I feel like Arataki Ito is one of those characters where they're a nice flavor that I like when it's sprinkled a little bit here and there. But when he's there all the time, it gets to be a little bit too much for me. I'm like, please, just shut up.
Are you in any pain?
The head? What about it? Is there any brain damage from the impact?
You need to tell us if you're not feeling well.
If he had some brain damage, would it really at this point make much of a difference?
You weren't that bright to begin with, so if we add brain damage to the equation... Oh, brother.
I mean, Paimon, that's... See, I get you. I get you. Sorry. Trying to find a good sitting position. I need to keep my feet up, because otherwise they get cold.
The heck are you guys talking about? I'm fine. I had an epic power nap, and now I feel like a million more.
Awesome.
Huh. I feel like I'm forgetting something, though. Oh, yeah! Wait, weren't we underground? How did we get back up here?
Don't worry about it.
It's a long story. We'll fill you in later. Ito, we're indebted to you, Shinobu, and Ushi. We couldn't have escaped this predicament without your help. I'm the reason you all got caught up in this. Please accept my apologies, and let me find some way to compensate you for the trouble.
Bah, crazy talk! You helped us first! Of course we're gonna return the favor. Hey, if it weren't for you, we'd still be in a Liyue jail cell right now.
That's not quite correct. You'd be in jail, not me.
Good point. Well, okay then. How about this? To celebrate our newfound friendships, how about you let me take you to Liyue Harbor for some sightseeing and a proper meal?
Ooh.
I like the sound of that. Now that you mention it, whew, I am famished. Oh, I can barely walk here.
I'm hungry too, Senpai. Why don't we head straight over?
Stop talking about food. It's almost my lunchtime. I'm gonna get hungry too.
Paimon wants to come too!
Paimon, we have other things to do. Oh yes, I have a long list of quests.
Fine.
Alright, well, I promise I'll take good care of your friends from Inazuma. Take it easy, okay? What we just went through was a lot.
Yeah, this has been tough on everyone. Have fun, you guys.
Oh, wait! Yelan left already. I was gonna treat her to some tea. But I'll take this to mean we're square.
Yes. Really? Ah. I see. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah? Is that right? Wow. Okay, I'll let him know. Traveler, Flying Lavender Melon, Ushi has a couple words he'd like you to pass on for him.
What?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Me too. Count me in.
Ito translates what Ushi said for everyone.
Yeah, let's do that!
Okay.
Paimon never would have guessed that Ushi was so gentle and thoughtful. Never judge a bull by its cover, huh?
What are we doing?
Sometimes the profoundest truths can also be the simplest. I think Ushi's words may well come in handy.
You betcha! Just leave it to us.
Alright, Ito, Shinobu, Ushi, let's go.
Oh yeah! Grub time!
See you next time.
You okay?
Finished
Ciao.
taking care of business?
Oh, there wasn't any business. We were just saying goodbye to our friends.
You're still here. I saw the two Inazumans leave with Yenfei, heading towards Liyue Harbor. Aren't you going with them?
We still had some stuff we wanted to say to Xiao.
I figured as much. I've checked the area. Nothing strikes me as out of the ordinary. Looks like this chapter has come to a close. Now, I just need to take care of the confidentiality issues. Let's hope our friends from overseas can keep their mouths shut. For their own sakes.
Mouth shut. Ito is there, so good luck with that.
We got it! We got it! We'll make sure they don't say anything. Please don't hurt them.
Oh,
You've got a mean streak, Gillian.
you figured me out, huh? All right, I'll quit pulling your leg. Everyone really rose to the occasion this time. I won't ever forget what we went through. Where could that strange space have come from? And how has it existed down there undetected for so many years? I have to investigate this further. I have a feeling that whatever lies behind all this runs deep. Maybe so deep that no one can be allowed to know. Also, I think someone helped us out at the last minute. They did a good deed, of course, but somehow I couldn't tell anything about them. It must have been someone of great importance. Anyway, these questions will have to wait for another time. I have some follow-up work to do and reports to make. So it's back to Liyue Harbor for me. See you when I see you.
Bye, Yelan!
Alright.
You knew I was waiting for you?
Yes, it was obvious.
Really? There's somewhere I want to go. If you have the time, you can join me.
I would love to, thank you.
Where is it?
A place that has to do with the Yakshas.
Oh? Layers of Fear. Isn't that a horror game? Let me, by the way, check. Oh my god. Dear game, you've been adding new quests to my list, I see. Oh, story quest. Right, let's get those keys. Alright, alright. Let's
A
continue.
blade is like
Ooh,
a tea leaf.
where
Only
are we,
those
by
who
the way? Oh,
Sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
sure. Let me just... There's a cutie here. Where's your home? Ooh, a piece of paper. Didn't they say that some helm of warding thing was left here by the Millelith? We've been here all day and there's nothing to show for it. Aren't these just the hats that the miners use? What helm of warding? You sure the intel you got was accurate? The name of the writer, Urge. He has been roughly cancelled and written again twice over. It seems that this person isn't too enamored of their own penmanship. Okay. Ooh. There's your home. Thank you.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Sophisticated. I can't relate. Oh no, help, I'm stuck. Oh, that's gonna do a kaboom. Can I do that without... Why did I do that? Well, because it was there and I wanted to. Alright. Where did I need to go? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna cry. I'm seriously like, I'm gonna cry. It feels so good to be out of that damn hole. Nature, sky.
The temple up ahead was built to remember Pervases.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
Maybe I came here because I had a realization.
You mean back when we were underground?
What did you realize?
It's hard to put into words. Seeing Bosacius gave me the false impression that I'd traveled back into the past. You could dress up the Yaksha's life and call us valiant warriors, veterans of war. But the truth is, we are slaughterers and nothing more. For Bosacius, perhaps dying in the heat of a great battle was no tragedy. And perhaps the same is true for me. After living so long, to die in the act of saving others would not have been a terrible thing.
I think you know that that isn't true.
So maybe these thoughts are my own form of insanity.
Hey, don't say that.
Shell, we've got something to tell you.
Oh yeah, Ushi wanted us to tell you. It's very important. Ushi said he has the power to exorcise demons, so people use him to fend them off. But after he met Ito, he's never left his side. He also said that he doesn't have any grand philosophies. He just thinks we should spend our lives around the people who make us happiest.
Aw, that's adorable.
Maybe there aren't so many rules about how we should or shouldn't live our lives in this world after all. So, he hopes you can come to understand that even though the power of a Yaksha may be harmful to other people, it doesn't mean you shouldn't hang out with them.
There will always be someone willing to be by your side.
Yep, like people with visions. They have more resistance against your power, right? Well, anyway, there's loads of people out there who really care about you.
Suddenly you sound a lot like Bosacius and the others. They used to talk about how they hoped to live a mortal's life once the world was at peace. I think I was the only one who didn't think that way. The Bosacius recorded in the fantastic compass had lost his sanity. He addressed the people around him as Alatus, Menogias, and others. These are the names of the 5 Yakshas. I am Alatus, and Menogias is General Capisis. The others are Bonanis, or General Chisapis, and Indarius, or General Musatis. I heard that people call the 5 of us Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti. Bosacius and Yelan's ancestors stayed underground to the end. So that space must have read their minds in their last moments as they approached death. Yelan was right in everything she said. Both of our proposals had their drawbacks, and both were sensible suggestions. But the power of that space was far beyond all of us. I couldn't have done all I did without everyone's help. Even in the final moments, it took every bit of my power to break free from that place.
Well, Paimon still thinks you were amazing.
Aww.
Yenfei and Yelan are correct. I always prepare for the worst-case scenario. This mindset is deeply rooted in me. Even so, it was the most optimistic solution I could think of. If Rex Lapis hadn't saved me in that moment, I don't think I would have been able to escape.
So that was Zhongli's power back there?
In the end, I still had to burden another.
But that's how it should be, right? You've known Zhongli, Rex Lapis, for such a long time. And you've helped him before, so he helped you back. What's the big deal?
Agreed. Supporting each other is how people survive.
Perhaps. In the moment that we escaped from that space, I could sense what was left of Bosacius's memory. If I had to say what I gained from this trip, I think that would be it.
I think I felt it too.
It's good that one more person will remember him.
Menogias, where have you been?
Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, a thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm.
Boyoung? Boyoung? You are Boyoung, but who am I?
Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame.
Stay here? No. No, you have to leave.
Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets. The seal can't be broken.
The seal. Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who came here to fight.
Brother, are you okay?
Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now.
We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me. You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now too?
Boyoung, do you want to go home?
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home.
I must have family too.
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do.
Brothers and sisters. Yes, but who am I? And where is my family?
Brother! What's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me, don't die before me.
Alatus, is that you?
Who's Alatus? Your memory's going again.
I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state.
Brother! Brother!
Look, there's someone over there.
Who are they?
They're my... I remember now. I know you. My brothers and sisters have come for me, Boyong.
You're awake? At least tell me your name.
Brother Bosacious.
Hey, Bosacious.
Bosacious.
I am Bosacious, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
I've said so much today, but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life? The approach of death? Whatever it might have been. By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all. We are destined to misery. And yet, we have no fear.
Xiao.
Are you sure it's okay for you to tell me all this?
It matters not. Rex Lapis had said that you are a witness. It is right that the events of the world are relayed to you. Bonanis, Menogias, and Indarius all perished, and only Bosacious's fate was unknown. This has always stung my heart like a thorn. That is why I went to the chasm, despite being fully aware of the danger. Now that I know what happened in the chasm back then, I can finally put this matter to rest. Before we left that place, I picked up a stone. I thought if I could take it out with me, I would place it in the temple to Pervases in memory of Bosacious. Unfortunately, the stone did not survive. Pervases died in the Archon War thousands of years ago. He was younger than us, and Bosacious was very sad when he passed. Too many Yakshas have become casualties of battle. We are like a flock of birds, scattered to the four corners of the world. And in the end, as Bonanis said, it's rare for a Yaksha to find repose for their soul. Bosacious, Boyong, and all those soldiers.
No, Xiao, they're all heroes.
Heroes. I like that word. Maybe the world will never be free of disaster. But there is good in the world, too. Even the darkest hearts have room for those they cherish. I accept your advice. From this day on, heroes will always look out for each other.
Aww. Of heart and soul. Got a new quest. Alright, let's take some inventory here. First of all, I think I have these now that I can... Oh yeah, that gave me all of those so I can go get my daily rewards. Which in turn gives me this. There's something more in there? Oh, right! I can do this now. Oh, that unlocks a lot of stuff for me. Yeah, the whole Sumeru was behind this one. This is, yeah. The whole Sumeru questline was behind this one, so. Interlude chapter, Act 3.
So this is a day in the life of...
Interlude chapter, Act 3. I can't do that. Why can't I do that? Complete other quests. What's a story quest? Kazuha. Oh, interesting. So I need to do Kazuha's story quest if I want to do Interlude Chapter Act 3. I see. That's interesting. Alright, what's the situation? Oh, we have some time still. Alright. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So obviously main story. We could continue main story. We do have the interlude chapter, but that requires a story quest. And then we have a world quests. And then we have just random quests and just a lot of... We have a lot of stuff to do. Alright, but since Kazuha, let's unlock that at least. Alright, option number 1, continue main story. Option number 2, start Kazuha's story quest. We would not finish it today, but get it started so that we could do the interlude chapter there. Option 3, just in order, start clearing out these story quests that I have. World quests that I have here. You know what? Why not start with... Let's get Kazuha's story quest started. Let's do that next. Why not? I'm gonna want to do everything eventually anyway, so... this way. Oh, Kazuha.
Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye. There have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Someone's coming.
Hey! What
Oh!
the heck was that for?
Sudden attacker. Wait, what the heck? Dude!
Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright,
Oh,
let's
hello.
convince
Where
him
did
to
you go?
calm down a little.
Oh, it did hit him. Oh, thank God.
Sakura swirl.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Paimon's got a point.
No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
You mistook me for Kazuha?
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
You're just gonna go attacking everyone who has a sword? Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Okay. We have started Kazuha's story quest. This was very unplanned. Well, we good. Hi.
Let's get down to business.
I know this isn't my quest, but... Aww. Took the water off? There we go.
How's this? To the ferry.
Let the show be.
I feel like I remember needing these hand guards. It's been a long time since I've done anything for like character building wise, but I remember needing those. I don't even know where I'm going. Far. That's where I'm going. I'm in a weird mood right now. I've been kind of in a similar mood in FF14, which is this. Before I do any main stuff, I just want to go through all the side content and clear my map. There's a quest in here. You know what? You guys are so gonna have a headache with me, but I see a quest, I'm grabbing it. I'm sorry. Hey traveler, why are you here? Are you all Ronnie? Have you finished your paper? What? After you helped me gather some materials previously, I was preparing to write a thesis on visions and elemental powers. The outline was drawn up, the materials were found, and you were a special example of someone who does not have a vision, but could still use the power of the elements. So I wrote up the first draft and sent it to the academia for my tutor to review, but the topic is shallow, the logic is unclear, the content is rambling and incomprehensible. My paper was summarily rejected. Again. So it's a rewrite for you then? Yeah. Well, I've rewritten it twice already. What's another time? The first time I wanted to go to Mondstadt to collect data to write a paper about life in Mondstadt and the Four Winds. But as soon as I passed the Stone Gate, I heard that the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, who should be one of the Four Winds of Mondstadt, had suddenly started attacking the city of Mondstadt. I specifically went to Mondstadt to consult with Mr. Said, but he didn't know the reason either and couldn't help me with my paper. Since I didn't have a core argument or any evidence, I had to change the topic. So you went to Liyue? Yes. I thought that since the Geo-Archon in Liyue is so diligent and personally guards Liyue Harbor, and that was completely my bad. I'm taking my hands off. If I wrote a paper on the relationship between the Geo Archon and Liyue Harbor, there should be enough material. And then, Morax suddenly... Oh. No one wanted that kind of accident to happen. Well, at least that didn't happen while you were writing your paper. After failing twice, I had no other choice. If I could put a good paper together, I wouldn't be able to show my face back at the academia again. So I wanted to go out into Liyue's countryside to investigate and find a paper topic. But you already know what happened next. To tell you the truth, even when I was captured by the treasure hoarders and pressed for the whereabouts of the treasure, I still felt less stressed than when I was writing my paper. After all, I had a clear idea of what those guys wanted from me, whereas I have no idea what my tutor wants from my paper even now. Is writing a paper that scary? Is your tutor that terrible? Well, I mean, absolutely terrifying. Now, I'll have you know that my tutor is actually a very patient and knowledgeable person. But when it comes to essay writing guidance, no matter what the tutor was like before, they all suddenly become super scary. So I still haven't been able to hand in my paper, and the deadline is getting closer and closer. My tutor must be losing patience. If I dare to go back to the academia empty-handed, I have no doubt that he will banish me to sweep the library forever. As such, I came to Inazuma to find less popular topics, such as the Inazuman people's living conditions while they were under the Vision Hunt decree. Well, just don't get caught again. I won't. I mean, I don't have a vision, which might have actually been considered an advantage if the Vision Hunt decree were still in force. I've worked out how to conduct the investigation, starting with recording the daily life of Inazumans on this island. If you're interested, traveler, you could come and do some recordings together with me. Sure. Let's go. There are still a great many shops on this island for us to explore. Let's start with this one called Apekushu. Sure. We'll do that, but we'll do that later because I have other business to attend to. But good to know that you are now in my journal. I was just about to check. Okay, yes. We'll do that later. And this is why my journal looks like this. It's organized chaos, okay? It's organized chaos. Ooh, sparklies. There's a fishing spot in there. Ooh, another sparkly. More sparklies. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna play this game the way I want to play this game, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch. Hi.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Haishen.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden shogun's mindset has changed.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Okay. That is here. And also, while we're here, although now we're a little detour to get my rewards before I forget. Hi, doggo. More. Hi.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for completing today.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we can go. Oh yes, this is the way. Enter. Very dramatic.
Oh? It's you.
In the flesh.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I forget.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
A quest.
We nearly forgot about the most important thing.
You and Paimon recount the attack on the outskirts
Why
of town.
would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings? Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Where? Over there. So here, and then we do whee. Oh, I love being free again. Free to do whatever the heck I want out of that hellhole of a chasm. I do still have side quests there though, so I need to go back there. But I need some fresh air first.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedahara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
I heard a kitty.
You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedahara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedahara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please,
Probably.
accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Oh?
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma! Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a favor from Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
So we have missing people, and we have a mysterious dude trying to get to Kazuha. I know my quest is on the other side, but I am gonna go up here, and we're gonna leave the episode here, and we're gonna continue Kazuha's story quest next time. Oh yes, here I want to leave. Alright, so we finished Perilous Trail. Awesome. I really want to move forward with the story, but I also really want to like clear out not all of this, but a lot of this before we move forward. Kind of want to do things in order. So yeah, I think we're gonna do Kazuha's story quest. I don't know if I'm then gonna move on to the interlude chapter act 3 or if I want to go in and do some of these world quests here. I don't know. We shall see. But regardless, next time we're gonna continue Kazuha's story quest. And that's gonna be it for today.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
How many times have I heard that already? Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!